Question today says, when 9 is subtracted from 3 times a certain number, the result is 36. What is this number? When 9 is subtracted from 3 times a certain number, the result is 36. What is this number? So we will go into the solution. So let the certain number be represented by a variable. This time around we will say y. So since we don't know the number, we can represent it with any variable. It could be a, b, c, alpha, beta. But in this particular case, we're saying let the number be y. So 3 times the number implies that we'll say 3 times y, which is 3y. And if you look at the number, or rather if you look at the question above, it says when 9 is subtracted from 3 times a certain number. So this 3 times the certain number is 3y. And if we say 9 is subtracted from 3y, that is 9 is subtracted from 3 times a certain number, it can be implied as 3y minus 9. Look at that again, 3y minus 9. It shows that 9 is subtracted from 3 times a certain number, which is 3y. And from the question above again, it says the result is 36. This implies that 3y minus 9 is 36. 3y minus 9 is 36. So what we will simply be solving is this equation, 3y minus 9, which is 36. So the first thing we'll do is to identify the like terms. Identify the like terms. What do we mean by identifying the like terms? So if you look at on the left hand side of the equation, you have 3y minus 9. If you have 3 apples plus an orange, it will still be 3 apples plus an orange. If you have 3 apples minus, or rather if you have 3 apples minus 1 orange, it will still remain 3 apples minus 1 orange. So there's nothing that can be simplified further in terms of numbers from the left hand side. And then if you look at the right hand side, you have a number 36. So all in all, you have 2 numbers. You have 9 on the left hand side, and then you have 36 on the right hand side. But take note, the 9 is negative. The sign in front of it is the sign that goes around with any particular number. If you look at 36, there's no sign. There's an imaginary positive sign in front of it, even though it's not written. So all we'll simply do now is to take the 9 to the right hand side to go and meet the 36, and in that case minus 9 now becomes plus 9. So we'll see that. So the left hand side, 3y is left alone, the 9 is taken to the right hand side, 36 now plus 9. So in this particular case, what we have simply done is to group the like terms, and then we will simplify. So on the left hand side, we still have 3y. On the right hand side, we now have 36 plus 9, which is 45. So what we'll do is to solve for y. How do we solve for y? On the left hand side, you have 3y. How do we solve for that y? We need to divide by 3. But what we will do is, whatever we do to the left hand side, we do to the right hand side in order to simplify. So 3y over y is equals to 45 over 3. And then y is equals to 45 over 3, and then y is equals to 15. This tells you and me that the certain number from the beginning, or the certain number we have solved for this word problem, is 15. We'll just do a quick check based on the question. to see whether this number actually satisfies the question. So the certain number that we have solved for is 15. 3 times this number is what? 3 times 15 is 45. And then from the question above, we say 9 is subtracted from 3 times the certain number. So if 9 is subtracted from 45, this implies 45 minus 9, and that gives us 36. So we can see clearly that the certain number which we solved for, which is 15, is correct. It satisfies the question above. Thank you.